Today I wanted to make a quick video on the topic about what's happening with the job market in Norway. A few days ago I came across an article presenting statistics about money that NAV spent on labor market measures in 2024. According to these statistics, NAV used 350 million kroner too much. So let's talk about these statistics and the press release from Christian Holte that followed. We have a 350 million kroner overspent on tiltakspenger. To explain simply, tiltakspenger is money that NAV pays either to employers to create workspaces or to employees to help them return to work. A significant portion of this overspend was on AAP, or Arbeidserklæringspenger, which grew by 6% since last year. AAP money is essentially for long-term sick leave due to various reasons. This money is paid when you are chronically sick for some period of time but still have the possibility to work to some degree. Just to paint a picture, a lot of AAP money is given on the basis of mental illnesses like depression, so it covers not only physical but also mental illnesses. At the end of 2024, 158,000 people were receiving AAP money. I won't tire you with all the numbers, but in a nutshell, 4.5% of Norwegian working age population is receiving AAP right now, which is 0.3% more than last year. Additionally, there is a growth in number of people who began to receive AAP in 2024, with an increase of 17% compared to the same period in 2023. The biggest growth among people under 30 years old. According to statistics, half of the people who receive AAP go on to uføretrygd, and only 25% were registered as having a job and not receiving welfare benefits simultaneously. Tony Brenna stated that 770 million kroner was budgeted to help as many people as possible return to work instead of transitioning to uføretrygd. Uføretrygd is the welfare benefit that you receive when you cannot work completely. Now let's look at the other side of tiltakspenger. The money NAV pays to employers to actually provide working spaces for workers who need NAV help to get a job. This help can come in various forms, starting with free working practice paid by NAV, where workers just come to work for you and NAV pays them a small daily wage. Alternatively, it's AAP money that they receive monthly but still need to show up for working activities or classes. The most interesting form is løntilskudd, which the employer can receive when they hire a professional who needs work experience and needs to enter the job market. This is actually an agreement between the worker, NAV, and the employer. You are working under special conditions that can last up to a year, where half or more of the employer's cost is subsidized by NAV. Now guys, you need to bear with me. I know it's a lot of numbers, but what we can understand from all of it, it's maybe in 2010, when this program first started, it was beneficial for both sides. Employers had the budget to offer permanent contracts to workers, and employees wanted to work because the future was clear and the paradigm was straightforward. If you work, you could save, buy property, travel, build your pension, and so on. What do we have in 2025? A rapidly decreasing desire to work due to high taxes on overtime, extra income and savings. It's nearly impossible to take on a mortgage or save up for a down payment, especially if you have family and kids. The possibilities of living in cities are decreasing. People prefer to stay home and get social help or welfare benefits instead of working. On the other side, businesses need employees but can't afford to offer permanent contracts due to high taxes and the high cost of having more workers. As a result, employers also find out that they can misuse the system from another end and get free, cheap labor thanks to NAV, which pours millions of kroner into partially or fully subsidizing workers who need to return to work. To sum this up, we have employers who keep workers on contract that does not exceed a year because they're subsidized by NAV. After a year, they dump the worker and get a new one for another year. Workers can't return to permanent work even if they want to, because employers don't have the budget to pay salaries from their own pockets. NAV spends money to pay employers to provide jobs, NAV pays employees to work, and NAV pays the unemployed because they were fired from temporary contracts they had with NAV's help. Newly unemployed people get depressed and frustrated because they can't secure a permanent job and give up. Thank you for bearing with me. It's not so much information, but sometimes I just need to air my thoughts And I'm also very interested in what you guys think about the situation. Leave the comment down below. Let's discuss that a little bit deeper.